Ooh, did our host finally get a haircut? Yes. Did he just go up 3 points on my arousal meter? More like 4. Does this have anything to do with this week's episode? Very little. So without further ado, let's get started. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Castle Classic Movies, like Turner Classic Movies, just short a few $1 billion. I'm your host, Chris Castillo. During these times of quarantine, we find ourselves repeating many of the same indoor activities just to stay sane, like binge watching TV shows, binge watching movies, trying out new recipes, cleaning out the garage, masturbating, online shopping, aerobic exercises, squat thrust, baking, eating, masturbating, board games, building model airplanes, ordering takeout, solving puzzles, and of course, playing video games. Lots of video games. So, with that minute segue, we're going to cover the 80s classic that almost made it cool to be a gamer, WarGames. WarGames is a 1983 sci-fi film starring Matthew Broderick and Ali Sheedy. It follows David Lightman, a young hacker and much nerdier precursor to Ferris Bueller, who unwittingly accesses a US military supercomputer program to predict possible nuclear war scenarios. Gets the thing to run a simulation thinking it's a computer game and almost starts World War III. Yikes. During a surprise drill of a nuclear attack, many US military personnel prove unwilling to turn the key required to launch a military strike. Something about killing millions of innocent people.
Screw the procedure. I want somebody on the goddamn phone before I kill 20 million people.
Such refusals convince systems engineers at NORAD that missile launch control centers should be automated without human intervention. Control is given to the NORAD supercomputer known as Whopper. No, not the burger. A war operation plan response, programmed to continuously run war simulations over and over again. Sounds like a typical evening dinner at a suburban household.
You don't talk to me like that! I am a division manager! I drive a Dodge Stratus!
Nerdy Ferris Bueller, a Seattle high school student, uses his computer, probably Japanese, to break into the school's computer system and change his grades for himself and his classmate, Jennifer Mack, aka the Breakfast Club basket case.
I'm a nymphomaniac.
Okay, let's roll with that. Later, while auto-dialing numbers to find a computer game company, he connects with a system that doesn't identify itself, but wants to play a game.
I want to play a game.
He's given a list that starts with harmless games like chess and checkers, but then quickly switches to some crazier stuff like theater-wide biotoxic chemical warfare and global nuclear war.
I told you I could get a little crazy.
Yeah, you get crazy.
Okay.
All right, motherfucker, let's get it on.
What Nerdy Ferris Bueller doesn't realize is that he just hacked into Whopper, started a game of global nuclear war, and is now pitting America against the Soviet Union in what could be the annihilation of the entire world. The computer simulation briefly convinces the military at NORAD that actual Soviet military missiles are inbound, as it does not understand the difference between simulation and reality.
I didn't get Inception. I didn't get Inception. Oh!
While they defuse the situation, Whopper continuously feeds false data, pushing NORAD closer to DEFCON 1, the defense readiness condition that triggers armed retaliation. Nerdy Ferris Bueller learns the true nature of his actions from a news broadcast. FBI agents arrest him and take him to NORAD.
What did I do?
He realizes that Whopper's been behind the emergency alerts this whole time.
No, I am a big fan of Portuguese Whopper.
But fails to convince the military, who suspect David is working for the Soviets.
Why the would they go to the Russians?
I don't know why anybody would. It's cold there all the time, and their food isn't really that great. David escapes NORAD all Bond style And with his Breakfast Club basket case, travels to find the original programmer, where the teens convince him to stop Whopper.
The angry Whopper bites you back.
Whopper stages a massive Soviet first strike while NORAD prepares to retaliate.
Oh, that's a load of shit. No, sir, not you.
While this is going on, nerds challenge the computer to play a game of tic-tac-toe against itself, which results in constant draws.
It hasn't learned. Is there any way to make it play itself?
But over and over again, the computer would game off against itself. Forcing the computer to learn the concept of no-win scenarios. The supercomputer then circles through all the nuclear war scenarios, finding that they all result in draws as well. Nobody wins, everybody dies. Having discovered the concept of mutual assured destruction, the computer tells the nerds that in nuclear war, the only winning move is to not play at all.
Make love, not war.
Whopper relinquishes control of NORAD, offers to play a nice game of chess.
How about a nice game of chess?
And the world is saved. If you'd like to watch this flick again or for the first time, you can find it on Amazon Prime, free with subscription. Well, that wraps it up for another episode, so don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get updates on movies that came out when video games were still in a cartridge. And while you're at it, let me know what's your favorite video game to play during quarantine. Until next time, viewers, you stay safe and stay classy.